Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a paracord sling for your shotgun or rifle. This is a 42 to 43 inch long sling that I put on using swivel sling mounts I installed. I have another video showing you how to do that. And I used dark brown and orange for this sling. And I think it turned out really well. It's stiff enough and strong enough that I think it's going to survive years of use. And it's flexible enough that it makes a really good sling material actually. See, it turned out pretty good. And the plus side, of course, with paracord is you can use it as a survival tool later. There's about 90 feet of paracord in this shotgun sling. That's pretty good. Granted, it would take a while to untie all of that paracord, but 90 feet of paracord is nothing to sneeze at. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make this. Now each strand needs to be about 30 to 35 feet long. You'll need one strand for the inside color, which in my case can be orange, so one 30-foot cord of orange. And then I'm going to have two strands of the outside color, so two 30-foot cords of black. I'm going to go ahead and cut those out and I'll be right back. When you get your center color measured out to 30 feet total, fold it in half. This is my center point, so the double strand is only 15 feet long. You want to go in through the bottom. You want to go in from the top and thread your material through. Make a nice flat knot. Now, the reason you want to come in from the top is so that your loop is in front. That will be important later on. For the second piece, you're going to want to measure 30 feet off. The difference when you put this one on is the one closest to the inside strand is only folded at 90 inches. The remainder of the 30 feet will be on the outside of the strand. Using the same method, go over and push the material through. At this point I recommend checking that the short strand is on the inside. And do the same to the other side. Over. And then push through. And make sure the short strand is on the inside. So now that you have your three different strands going, with the short pieces on the inside, we need to go ahead and get our second mounting piece on. What we're essentially going to do is take these two short strands, go to the end of them, keeping the pieces parallel as you go, and then thread through your second attachment point and come back to the front. Make sure you get each strand on the correct side by following it back down to the loop to verify that you're working with the correct side. And take that strand and tie it back into the knot that you had up here. Okay, now that you have the knots up top set up, we can go ahead and start weaving. Now, think of this as having two halves of your sling. You're going to weave one half, then tighten it, tie it off, the other half, tie it off, and then you're going to cross, do the two halves again, cross, and think of it kind of like a crisscrossing method. So take your center color, and you want to go over these two inner pieces which are attached to the sling point at the bottom. Think of that as like your center cord. Take that center one over, create a little loop, take the outside one under and pull it through. Remember, you have a lot of cords, so try not to get it tangled up. Should look like that. Good, pull it tight. Try not to pull this one on top here through. we have a real mess. So pull the outside one tight over the inside one, cross the inside one back over, and push the outside one through the loop you just made. Should have mentioned to thread this one through like I did earlier. And pull it tight, just like so. And then do the same thing to the other side. Try and make sure your knots stay flat. Your finished product will look a lot better. Take this one, go over the two inner ones, bring the outer one over that, and then pull it from underneath, or the back side. Then tighten it up. Loop your inside one back over, take your outside one, go under the inside one and through the back. Pull that through. And keeping your knot tight or flat, tighten it up. See what I was saying? How it's like two halves? That's good, that's what you want to see. Now it's time to start joining these halves together. So go ahead and take the side you just finished, bring it over. Like so. Bring the outside one under. A lot of cord. And pull it tight. And then bring it back over. See what I'm doing? You bring in the black one over the orange and then back through that loop you just made. Notice you're crisscrossing the inside pieces of cord, but not the outside ones. The outside pieces of cord always stay on their respective side. That's important to remember. So, we just crossed that one. We need to cross the other side now. You can see in there is underneath the piece that's now on this side. Cross it over. Make sure the outside cord goes over it, behind, and then back over. Pull it through. And try not to get tangled like I just did. Gets better as you go, but when you're starting off, it's kind of long. Okay. You can kind of see how it's crisscrossed there. Loop this outside one, or inside one again, and bring the black cord back through. Remember, The black cords never cross sides, only the inside cords do. Pick this dark gray or black to try and help contrast against the orange, make it clear, a little bit easier to see as I do this. Pull that one tight. Make sure you keep everything nice and tight. Look at the back, see how that nice crisscross pattern going? Okay, so I've progressed a little bit further. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to spot errors before they happen and how to keep yourself on track with the correct crisscrossing pattern. A few things to remember is you're always looping on the outside, crossing on the inside. So if you find yourself creating like a little, like this one here, if I were to tie it up like this next, it didn't crisscross, you see, so that'd be looping back on the wrong side. You always want these things crisscrossing, and then you need to figure out how they crisscross. Now you figure that out by looking at the back here. The way I like to do it is this one always goes over one orange and one black. If you have two oranges or two blacks or no orange, you know something's not right, or you know you're getting ahead of yourself and you're coming back to this. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one over, and then we'll come back to this side. So this one goes over, the double black, single black goes over the outside, under the inside, like so. Tighten it up. See how we got that nice cross there? And it looks correct there, so we'll go ahead and come back. Single black over the inside, up the outside. Like so. I like to keep pressure on the double inside core of each side as I pull these knots tight. That really helps kind of keep things straight and lined up. Turn over again to the back, everything looks good. So we just did this one, now we need to come back on this side and even it out. The other thing you can check is, you'll notice that the bottom of this side always goes over the bottom of that side, the left to right on the bottoms. So let's go ahead and do this. Same thing, over the outside with the black, up the inside. Like so. Tighten it up. Come back. You always finish with the outside color on the outside before transitioning to the other side. Like so. So now that I finished this side, I know it's time to move back to this side. I'm going to verify that. I can see that I need to come over because you got one black, one orange. This side's completed. You need to finish. Basically what you're doing is you're tying off the previous loop. So we're going to go, always use the same knot. If you find yourself using a different knot, you know that you're doing something wrong. Something else to note is this strand is underneath the one you just tied. That gives the overlook on this side there. Pull the outside through. Like so. And then you need the outside to come back outside before you can finish that loop. So outside back out. Tighten up on the double center. Alrighty guys, so this is what the paracord sling looks like once you get it all weaved up, and it's time to finish it off. It's, as you can see, pretty long. has a nice, you know, tough feel to it. I think it's going to be a great sling. This sling that the end we started on, we still have those 2 loose pieces. Before we tie these off, I'm going to tie the other end, and then I'm going to tighten these 2 up, and then tie these off. And here's the end we were weaving on. You see you got the 2 centers and the 2 outsides that we've been weaving. Got pretty close to the last end there, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it, and then we'll tighten up these 2 cords from the top, and we'll finish it off. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut these down to be a little bit more of a reasonable length. You know, we'll cut it to like 2 or 3 inches for now. Leatherman, because it has nice pointed pliers. I'm going to take care of these 2 center ones first. So I'm going to thread it through the sling attachment like so. And go to the back side, and I'm going to thread it up through. Go to the back side and thread up through a couple of these weaves with using the pliers. So just trying to do this on camera for you. Take your pliers, tuck it in under one of the weaves. This is where having a good pair of pointed pliers is really handy. Just like so. Now if you had really pointy pliers, you probably get through more than one weave at a time, but I don't, so I'm just gonna, you know, pull it through like this. And there's one right there. We'll come back through for the second one. In a little bit, I'll cut these off and burn them. I'm going to go ahead and do the other ones first, and I'll do all the cutting and burning last. So for these guys, I'm going to come around the back by threading through. That way I kind of finish my black perimeter right there. See what I'm doing there? And then I'm going to come underneath the black. The reason I'm staying underneath the color is that way if a little bit shows through, it's not as noticeable. So you can see, that's how I finished it. I'll go cut these off after I finish the last one, and we'll burn them. And that'll be our paracord. Let's do the 2 tops real quick. Use the same strategy. The paracord sling's pretty much done. All you gotta do is snip these 2 ends, burn them, come back down to the end you finished on, snip these ends and burn those, and you're done. I'll be right back with some scissors and we'll do it. Do the orange ones first. Now you don't really want to burn them, you just want to melt them. Make sure not to get the actual bracelet itself, just the ends of the cord. Like so. That one needs a little bit more, I think. Go to the other side. You can kind of look at the work. I think it came out pretty good. Over time, these ends will probably slip in a little bit, and you won't even be able to see them. In fact, for this one, I can probably just tuck those tips in and hide them like that. So there's the orange paracord sling there. I think it turned out pretty good. It took me a couple hours to make, and we're going to go ahead and put it on the shotgun.